fashion to me is an expression of who one is without having to speak a word. You know, fashion, like I always say, fashion is the way you put yourself together is the way you are dressed. The way you're dressed is the way you are dressed. My name is Tolu Meduna. I'm the CEO and creative director of CillaCouture. Getting into fashion. I think I was born to do fashion. And I knew I was born to do fashion. Of course, you know, then in early 80s when you were late 70s or early 80s, a child that wants to do fashion is probably seen as, you're serious. This child is not serious or something. You know, because everybody is, you know, mostly into a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, or, you know, something, a lawyer, you know. So fashion is an art. In fact, then if you on the road when you see people, you know, getting trained to be getting trained to be a tailor or the fashion designer, they didn't used to call it a fashion designer, getting trained to be a tailor, you see them kneeling down, carrying water, beating them and all that, you know, all those things. So those things didn't make it interesting, but at the same time I had it in me. I like to dress. My sisters will tell you that I'll tie gele for them. I don't even know how the heck I was able to do that. But somehow I'm able to, you know, make their head ties, and then I put my stuff together. When I wear it, you wouldn't even know I don't even have money, you know. So, but of course I deviated. I tried to study English, was going nowhere, and somehow I found my way back to fashion, and to study fashion. And right now I feel fulfilled every day. You know, I take my material or take my, you know, my paper or something, or drawing book, and just, you know, start to sketch or start to cut my stuff and, you know, start to put things together, you know, colors and all that. So I'm fulfilled in fashion and I love it. Investing in fashion, you have to, anything you want to invest to in this life, you have to know what you're doing. You know, I didn't just start with my label. I started with, of course I already have a sense of, you know, fashion design and all that, but I started with getting all the labels, you know, dressing people up, introducing myself into the fashion industry. You know, most of the time, most of my customers then were working class, you know, ladies and gentlemen. You know, they already know, to do fashion, to do selling fashion stuff. You know, so by the time I now launched my own label, it was easier for me. Of course, it's expensive, and you know, we're in the third world country now. It's not easy to, you know, it's not easy to, you know, get money or get loan and start your own business. But at the same time, you have to start with what you have. I have friends then. You have to start with your character. Let's put it this way. When people know that you are trustworthy, they will give you loan. If it's not loan, I have people that used to come to me then, and I will give them stuff to sell. Then they take their money and bring it, you know, bring the returns. It might not be much, but you are building something. It takes a lot of discipline. But one thing that kept me going is that I knew I was building something. Even some people would tell me, we just came back from Turkey. Meanwhile, they also collected it from somebody else. So I will still collect it and still make some money from it. So gradually, I started, you know, getting money from that. And of course, I had some other investment that was able to pull in money. You know, that way, that was how it's a lot of money to, you know, because fashion is like it's a luxury business. You know, so when you're doing it, you can't come here now, and the whole place is, you know, tattered and looking, you know, scattered and all that. No, people who want to, they'll be like, this one I cannot even dress herself, or this one I cannot even dress where she is. You know, so you have to be, you know, to invest, put things together. It's a lot of money, but you can build it. It's not something that's not achievable. And if you're a tailor, you know, people know that you can sew well. You can even start from there, self. You know, it's referrals that will help you. You know, you make something good, they'll be like, yeah, she can make something nice, she's creative and all that. You know, sometimes I just put things on my mannequin. It's not even maybe a collection I made. It's not my range or a collection I made. I just make them. I put it on the mannequin just for people to know what I do. Before you know it, they walk in here and they buy them. You know, so you can invest. You have to invest. There's nothing in this life that you can do. You will do that. You will not invest. But at the same time, make sure what you're investing is tangible. It might be your your creativity, it might be money, but I know at the start it might not be money. It's gonna be creativity and your integrity. So when you put that, money will start. We are the one who will sell Africa to the world, and really, the fashion industry is really doing well. Honestly, especially in Nigeria, we are really doing. You know, okay, don't let me blow the trumpet, but at the same time, you know, the impact is insane. You see Nigeria fashion designer on the runway in New York, Mercedes-Benz fashion show, it's all everywhere, in Paris, in London, you know. So we're really making the image of Nigeria great, and I'm really proud of that, and because that's the truth. So if we are changing the image, the not so good image that, you know, some people have brought to Nigeria, and we are taking, you know, we're giving the word like fashion in Nigeria, we're giving the word something good from Nigeria. I think it's a beautiful thing, and that's what I want to do. You know, that's the impact I want to make. At the same time, I also want to make impact that some people that look good, but they can't afford it. You know, so I don't mind, you know, putting things together, giving them ideas and all that. I'm like, okay, you can do this, you can do that. There's so many cheap ways you can, not really cheap, don't let me use that word. There's so many inexpensive ways that you can put yourself together, and you know, with less, you look good. You know, so I like to continue the impression we're making about our country, a great country, Nigeria, and Africa. You know, Africa is blessed. We are creative. You know, like I always tell my friends, like two or three things in Nigeria, in that Africa, you know, that we're blessed with is creativity. We are creative in fashion and music, and we are hospitable. You know, so this tourism and you know, and fashion and music, if that's what we're gonna give the world, we are blessing the world. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I really want to be part of it in a bigger way. So one step at a time. Before social media was you know, everywhere, I promote my business through referrals. Most people, one of my friends, from one friend to the other, and now thankfully, you know, there's social media. So on Instagram, on Facebook, and okay, my business is on Twitter, but I'm on Twitter, and there's LinkedIn. You know, so there's so many things you can do. Then some magazines come, they interview me, put my stuff on, you know, advertise and all that. So it's been good, and everybody can tap into that. Like I said, everything you have to do has to be excellent. So when your product is excellent, then the sky is not really the limit, it's a starting point. Yeah, my advice to young designers is, you know, as far as you're sure that that's what your calling is, you know, I'm going by Blicker now. As far as you're sure that that's you know, that's you know, your strong place, please do not give up. Don't think about money first. Think about building something first. I wish somebody told me these things when I was starting. Don't think about the money first. Think about the passion. Like I always say, I have passion and passion for fashion. So think about your passion first. Think about building that passion for fashion, and let people see it. That's your, you know, after you developed yourself, that is what will translate into money. Whatever you produce that time, that's what's going to, you know, will give you money. So please, just hold on to your passion and continue to be creative, and always be original. Even when you, of course, you get motivation everywhere. You can get motivation from other designers. That doesn't really mean, but you have to carve a niche for yourself. You can't be a copycat. There must be something that people will know you for. That's something that they know you for. Is the reason why they will look at you.